We got the artifact, the both orc and technical augmentation and tactical ability device. It's super hard to say. Potato. Clem.
Alrighty, so more potato I guess, and more Warframe. So this is a Frost build, or a Frost Prime build, but a Frost build with a slight twist. It's a player submitted build from the same guy who gave me the Glaive Prime Nullifier setup video and the Resonance Maim combination build, which I will link both of those in the description below, so you can guarantee that this build is absolutely amazing. Now the guy's name is Arctic Wolf, and he was using this build in one of our random farming runs, and it looked like so much fun, so I asked him to link me to his build for me to try it out. And it changes Frost and his playstyle so much. Now some of you guys might have this build already if you main good old Frosty, but there's probably a lot of players who don't and still think that Frost has to be run with Snow Globe in mind only, which of course isn't true. Now Wolf's Frost is modded completely for crowd control and not, like I said, for his Snow Globe. It adds a totally different playstyle into how you run with your Frost. You can forget about Snow Globe because you don't have any power strength mods, you don't have any armor mods on. Like I said, it's all about that crowd control. He is completely built with the Ice Wave Impedance Augment mod in mind, so that once you cast Ice Wave you will leave a very large sheet of ice on the ground that will bring enemies to nearly a complete standstill once they walk onto that ice. Now of course I'll show you Wolf's build and you guys can copy it as best that you can. If you don't have maxed prime mods like Wolf has, then you can just stick on the normal versions or as close to them as you can possibly get. In the footage to this video, my two primed mods, my Prime Continuity and my Primed Flow, are not maxed. They are both 2 from the top, and it still worked really well. Now for the build, you're basically going to want to build your Frost with a decent amount of duration, efficiency and range, as well as having the Ice Wave Augment mod, or of course the build is completely useless. Now any mods you choose to stick in after you're done with your duration, efficiency and range is entirely up to you. Whether you want to go for health, shield or power or whatever, it is entirely your call. This build is just after all a guideline. Now I'm also running with Handspring in the Excellus slot on my Frost Prime in the footage, which as you can see Wolf hasn't got, so that's entirely up to you whether or not you want to run with one. The build is a 3 Forma Frost or Frost Prime, but for the Excellus you will need that 4th Forma. Now the build isn't limited to any specific enemy type, it is really good against all enemies in the game. It is especially good of course against Infested, and if you choose to add the likes of say a Slow Nova into your group, then basically all enemies will become statues. Or imagine a Banshee's sonar on top of targets that basically don't move. It allows you to pick your shots perfectly, but check out the build for yourselves. Let me know what you guys think of it. Hit that like button if you enjoyed the video, subscribe for more Warframe, and as always, thanks very much for watching.